Well, hey there. Nice of you to join me. Well, I do have some really sad news for this weekend. We ran into a few technical problems with the production of episode 4. So sadly, it won't be coming out this weekend. We'll definitely have it out for you next weekend, though, which I hope you all still are looking forward to it. In the meantime, I do have some announcements and just some general things I would like to talk about with what's currently happening with Mudwalker Productions and everything as a whole. So, as it is right now, we're coming into those cold seasons where everybody's got a lot of stuff that they need to take care of before that snow hits the ground. Just like with me, I have a lot of winterization projects that I need to get done before it gets too cold. So, sadly, I will be taking a little bit of time throughout these next couple of weeks to try to get those projects out of the way so I don't have any more hindrances with releasing Raising Hope. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I actually did make this recording with some ambient background noise just because I thought it would be fun. And who knows, I might add some music later on down the road. We'll just kind of see where that takes us. So, I mean, really, it's kind of like you're sitting in the room with me and I'm just talking. Which is kind of generally what happens when I sit in the production studio, which is technically just a guest bedroom that I turned into my office. But, on that, I'm so elated to see how far the show has come, and honestly, I never expected we would have gotten this far. We're so close to hitting that 100,000 download mark, and honestly, I never even thought that would have been possible. Yeah. We're also in the process of hunting for an additional editor to help us do some of the things that I can't quite figure out with audio. So, I'm trying to make this show even better than it was before. I know there's a lot of people that when they first heard the series, there's a lot of stuff I could have done better. But at the same time, I don't want to go back through and try to remaster things because it kind of shows the growth of what we've learned and how we've done the show so far. Every single one of you that has listened to this show and made it to this point, that are listening to me talk right now, technically to myself and to you guys, I'm just blown away. You guys are amazing, and I couldn't have gotten this far without any of you listeners out there. You guys are amazing, and let's keep this going. A few of our listeners did have some questions that pertain to the production of an audio drama as a whole. Some of the questions were, how long does it take me to write a script? Do I normally have the entire script written, or do I go episode by episode? Right now, it's episode by episode, but I do have a backlog of episodes already scripted. But for the most part, everything that can change in the span of actors bailing out, actors not wanting to participate any longer, and having to rewrite scripts, that kind of gets in the way of it, but I think we're pretty locked in with all the actors that we have now, which is really awesome. I've gotten to work with some amazing people, and you guys have all kind of met my family so far. Another question that was asked was how long it generally takes me to edit an episode. So, on average, I work my average job. I'm a painter, which is really fun and satisfying. I do that 3 days a week, but then I spend Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in my office, either recording people's lines, writing scripts, or editing. So, to put together an episode, all in all, I would have to say I normally spend about 18 to 20 hours just in editing trying to get everything leveled out, all those weird quirky sounds in the background, like especially my North mouses. I make horrible North mouses. Moith mouses. I said that wrong. Yeah. Mouth noises, I'm pretty sure is what I meant to say. And at that, right now, there's no script that I'm reading off of. This is just me talking from my brain, which I'm so sorry. My thoughts run rampant, and I'll kind of lose track of what I'm supposed to be talking about. But yeah, I spend, on average, a lot of hours just going through the editing process, trying to make all these things sound perfect. And again, I'm not a master at this. This has been a massive learning curve for me, and I can basically tell you, you're going to learn as you go. No matter what you're doing, it's going to be a challenge, but as long as you stick with it, and YouTube is your friend for that. Or if you have somebody who already does this kind of thing, you can always ask them. Feel free to reach out and ask me any more questions about it. But other than that, yeah, I think out of everything, editing is the hardest part. Man, I cannot believe we made it this far. It's kind of strange, but it's also really awesome. We do have another announcement. We will be working on some side stories for the month of October. We do have a couple that we're trying to get together to release alongside our normal release schedule of Raising Hope. So look forward to hearing those stories, and those stories will be written by Andrea Carnegie, and she is going to be the director, and I'm going to teach her the basics of how to edit her episodes. If you guys are interested in something like that, I'm thinking about making them into videos so you can see the process that we do for editing and just our general process overall. If you guys are interested, we have a YouTube channel, and that's where we'll be posting those videos. The YouTube channel is under Mudwalker Productions. All of our episodes are also available there to listen. We're also in the process of trying to expand our listener base even further, because once we hit that 100,000 download mark, guys, I want to try to reach that next level. I mean, it might be impossible, but you never know unless you give it a try. So, follow me. You might wonder where we're walking, but in all honesty, we're not walking anywhere. We're still sitting in this office recording this, but adding just random things to the side. So I just kind of felt like maybe I'd take you on a trip with me, or a journey, no pun intended. But yeah, we're also looking to expand into some sponsorship ideas, and I've never done that before. One of our biggest ones right now that I'm really hoping to get in contact with is with Blue Sky Broadcasting. They're part of our local radio station. They do 95.3 KPND, all sorts of stations, and yeah, it'd be really awesome to partner up with them and expand our listener base and get some more local listeners, which would be really awesome. And who knows, it might open up some possible sponsorships with some of our local businesses. I do reference a few of our local stores in a couple of my episodes. So it'd be really cool if I could boost their popularity and, I don't know, give them a wider customer base because they took part in a zombie apocalypse. Alright, well, I think I've bored you enough with our little walk through the woods and me talking to you about randomness and what's going on in the production life of Mudwalker Productions. Like I said, we will have episode 4 out for you guys next weekend, and I appreciate the patience, and thank you so much for bearing with us during this time. If you have winterized projects that you need to get done, now's the time. So, until next weekend, this has been Mikhail Pollock with Mudwalker Productions. Like I said, reach out to us wherever you can. We're at mudwalkerproductions@gmail.com. You can join our Facebook group at Mudwalker Productions. You can join our Discord. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, and a few other places, but I'm not quite sure where. So yeah, look forward to episode 4 next weekend, and beware the Goliath. Nope, don't do that. That's bad. Alright, I'm walking out. Later, guys.